Good afternoon, members. Please all take a seat. Thank you. Treat me kindly, please, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone up there. I'd like to, first of all, welcome our guests from Dewsburg City Council and from Cairn City Council. And finally, Mr. Andrew Kelly and colleagues from our sister city of Portsmouth, Rhode Island, USA. Welcome to you all. Mr. Kelly, we look forward in hearing from you very shortly once we've dealt with a few formalities. I would also like to welcome back councillors Fleming, Madden, and who will be very familiar with our council meetings. And I would also like to welcome our newly elected members, that's Councillor Morgan, Pitt and Wood. I hope you'll find our meetings both stimulating and productive, and we look forward to your contributions. I would also like to welcome Honorary Alderman Hall and Thompson, who will be receiving their certificates from me in a short while. Filming council proceedings. Just to remind everyone that today's meeting is being filmed from a fixed location camera and placed in the chamber with the intention of web streaming and recordings. The camera has been positioned as not to visually record any members of the public who may be in attendance at the meeting. Also, for the attention of those in the galleries and in the chamber, can I strongly impress upon you that that as per guidelines displayed on the walls of the council rules strictly prohibit filming, photographing or recording of any members of the public unless they are addressing the meeting, and only then if they do not actively object. Filming from the gallery is prohibited. Evacuation procedures. Also, just to remind you that the evacuation assembly point is in the Guildhall in the vicinity of the Queen Victoria statue. There are building evacuation signs displayed both inside the public galleries and in the chamber itself. There is also an in-and-out logbook in reception for the public attending council meetings. The Guildhall staff will undertake any roll and call on the public and completed logbooks. The officers will undertake the roll of call and members and the officers. Finally, signs indicating the location of the public toilets are also exhibited just outside the council chamber. Moving on to agenda item number 4 as shown on the agenda. Any declarations of interest, members, at all? No? Okay. Fine. Number 5. Minutes. Could I have a proposer and a seconder that the minutes of both the extraordinary and ordinary meetings held on the 22nd of March 2016 be confirmed and signed as a correct record? Are the minutes agreed?
I was happy to propose, Lord Mayor.
Thank you, Leader. Seconder? Thank you, Gerald Jackson. Councillor Jackson. Any apologies at all? Communications apologies, number 6. Stuart, nothing? No, don't. Okay, thank you. I would like to refer you to the new seating plan, which has been circulated in the chamber, and it is effective from this meeting. Thank you. Yes, Councillor Vernon Jackson.
Lord Mayor, 39B. Just an explanation. I'm terribly sorry we broke. I had sought advice from the City Solicitor about the procedure for this meeting a week ago and was given advice about how it would run. 5 minutes before the meeting, the City Solicitor changed his view about how things should run, and therefore we needed to consult, having made decisions on the original advice from the City Solicitor. So my apologies, and hopefully the City Solicitor advice will not change too frequently in the future.
Thank you very much, Councillor Jackson. As mentioned a short while ago, I'm extremely pleased to welcome Mr. Andrew Kelly from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, Sister Link, who is kindly going to address the council. I understand that you have a proclamation from your town city mayor. Mr. Andrew Kelly, please. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Let me just start out by congratulating the Lord Mayor and other councillors for your elections. I'm going to read a slightly abridged version of the proclamation. Currently have 6 whereases. I'm going to try to get it down to 3. So, oh yeah, one second. All right. Town of Portsmouth in the state of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations of the United States of America takes pleasure in offering this proclamation of appreciation and thanks. Whereas Portsmouth, Rhode Island has completed another highly successful year and wishes to continue to build the relationship with Portsmouth, UK. Whereas our citizen delegations have been treated with great hospitality and respect on their visits to the UK, encouraging continued and expanding relations between our two communities. And whereas the Town Council of Portsmouth, Rhode Island has charged our fellow citizen and elected school committee member, Andrew Kelly, to deliver this proclamation. Therefore be it resolved that I, the Town Council President, Keith Hamilton, of Portsmouth, Rhode Island, do hereby announce and proclaim to all citizens and set seal hereto our special recognition of thanks to the City of Portsmouth, UK, and its citizens. We encourage all citizens of our Portsmouth Atlantic communities to recognize our common bonds and strengths. We look forward to future continued relations. In witness thereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of the town of Portsmouth to be affixed this 9th day of May, 2016. Thank you. It's been framed, and we're also going to present this town tile to the Lord Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. I now call upon the Resources Portfolio Holder, Councillor Lee Mason, to give a vote of thanks. Councillor Mason.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. It is always heartwarming when we are visited by our guests. It's delightful today to have our friends come from Dewsbury, Caen and Portsmouth, Rhode Island. And I'd just like to say also how grateful we are the hospitality that's been shown by us. Whereas when we did visit Rhode Island, Keith Hamilton, his fellow councillors and the general public showed great hospitality to us. And whereas we were made to feel we were truly at home in your Portsmouth, whereas we are also grateful for the economic boost we receive every year when you come over to visit, and whereas our pubs are also extremely grateful for the economic boost. So without further ado, I would like to propose a vote of thanks to the continued friendship of our twins, and especially for those that frequent our bars, whereas they could be elsewhere. Thank you.
Again, I'd just like to extend our very warm welcome and thank you for coming. It's a long way to come down here, but thank you very much. My next two duties are to give me great pleasure. Firstly, for the presentation, I'm going to give a presentation to the scroll to Honorary Alderman Terry Hall. Members, at our extraordinary meeting on the 22nd of March this year, it was agreed to admit a former Portsmouth City Councillor, Terry Hall, to the role of Honorary Alderman. Terry is with us this afternoon, and it gives me great pleasure to present her with this framed certificate.
I will, and everyone has already pinched my lines because we had a bog off this morning from Sid Rapson, because it's very true, and you will know this, that wherever I go, John always goes, mainly because I don't drive and he has to drive. I was wondering what the perks of being an honorary alderman were. And my dad, he phoned me up on Sunday before the match and said, do you get free tickets to Wembley? But no, apparently I get a... do I get a free pass to the car park? But again, I don't drive, so that's not much use. But I was reminded this morning, 14 years ago, when I was in the council chamber for the very first time when I was a newly elected councillor, and my mum, God bless her, was there with my dad, and the retiring leader, I think it was making his speech, and he said, every councillor needs a supportive wife. And from the chamber, I heard, or from the audience, I heard my mum say, or husband, or partner, because so many of us, I'm sure Lord Mayor and the leader here, will never ever have a supportive wife. But a lot of us have been very lucky to have a supportive husband. And I'm pleased to see that in only 14 years, for the first time, we have a female leader of the council. My husband was the first Lady Mayoress of the city. They're not having been anymore. But I still remain an honorary alderman, and I'm really proud. I hope I will be able to serve the City Council as I have done in the past. I remain friends with Con, and I'm secretary of the Con Portsmouth Twinning Association. And I hope I'll be able to represent the city. Only a couple of weeks ago, former Lord Mayor Councillor Jonas was at a funeral of a very well-respected member of our Chinese community. And the leader of the... Sorry, Gerald, I called you the leader. Gerald and a lot of the other Lib Dem members couldn't go because it was a spring Lib Dem conference. And I went with John, and I was very happy to represent. And I hope that is the role that I will take on. I don't think there is a fixed role as Honorary Alderman, but I hope I will continue to represent the city wherever I can. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And now for the presentation of the scroll to Honorary Alderman Alistair Thompson. Members, at the same meeting this year, it was also agreed to admit a former Portsmouth City Councillor, Alistair Thompson, to the role of Honorary Alderman. Alistair is also here with us this afternoon, and it gives me great pleasure to present him with his framed certificate.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor, and thank you, members. It's a great privilege to be honoured in this way and appointed as an alderman of the City of Portsmouth. Who would have thought it back in 2000 when I was asked to stand at fairly short notice, and they said, don't worry, you will not get elected. The flip side of it is we can't really give you any help, so my campaign was fought with a few friends, mainly in shorts and flip-flops. It was a great sort of Easter time, and I got elected. And I think it was, I'm trying to remember, who was the Lib Dem candidate in 2000 who said to me, I think you've won. And I think I was probably the most shocked and horrified person in the room that evening. I was very lucky to serve in a great ward up until 2015, stood down, obviously doing lots of other interesting things, and I hope you can all make the Team Britannia event on the 31st of this month at the Royal Naval and Royal Albert Yacht Club. I just want to say thank you very much. It's a great time, great experience on the council. The council can do so much, and you do great things in terms of helping the citizens of this great city, defending its interests. When the dockyard was threatened, we all came together, and big events celebrating the winning of the FA Cup, again, the city came together. It's a joy to behold. Perhaps the thing that I probably don't miss is, as we saw at the beginning of the meeting, when there is some misunderstanding about some piece of procedure and people delay the meeting. I probably won't miss that, but then I'll probably speak for all members in saying you would quite happily see that go. Members, enjoy this year of office. Really pleased to see Frank at the end of his first term. I can remember also going in his shop in about 2004, was it, Frank? Again in shorts and flip-flops. Many of my stories involve those. And thinking he would be an amazing candidate to be a councillor in Hilsey. And now he's just completed his second year. So, Frank, I hope you enjoyed your second year as mayor and carry on as a councillor, because you do such a fantastic job for the people of Hilsey. Thank you very much, members. Very touched.
Finally, I just want to put on record that Councillor Morgan has been appointed Deputy Leader of the Labour Party. Congratulations. Moving on to the next item, which is Deputations Understanding Order 24. There has been no illegible deputations received for this meeting. Illegible. You'll get used to it, members. Just, you know what I mean. And number 8, then, Leader of the Council. Under the Local Government and Public Involvement in Health Act 2007, the Council is required to elect a Leader of the City Council who will remain in the office for 4 years until May 2020, subject to the conditions set out on the agenda paper. Members, I have received a nomination for Councillor Jones as Leader. No, not yet. No, he's moved. I'll start again. No, yeah. I did say earlier on it wouldn't be the end of him, but anyway, no. For leader of the, for Councillor Jones as Leader of the Council, is that formally proposed and seconded?
Yeah. Happy to propose, Lord Mayor.
Would you?
Happy to second, Lord Mayor.
Thank you very much. I've got to say if there are any more members. Members, it has been proposed and seconded that the Councillor Jones have been appointed Leader of the Council. Are there any other nominations? If not, I declare that Councillor Jones as Leader until such a time as her term of office as Councillor expires or until such time as the Council chooses to have a change of Leader if less. Congratulations.
Lord Mayor, thank you very much. I'm not sure if this is a privilege or not. I mean, we've got a tough couple of years ahead of us, but I would like to say thank you to my colleagues today for their support. I endeavour to work with the administration, with all political parties across the City of Portsmouth for the best of the residents. And, we try and do our best, all of us, all 42 councillors, to make sure that we are providing good, high-quality services for the people of Portsmouth. Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Leader. Number 9 is Cabinet appointments. Members, under the previous mentioned Act, the Council Leader is empowered to determine the councillors on the Cabinet and assign portfolios remit and to select one of the appointed members to the position of Deputy Leader. I now call upon the Leader of the Council to give details of her Cabinet arrangements. Leader.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. Well, this is one of the privileges of being Leader of the Council, is that you can use your learnt wisdom to try and achieve those very good things for the City of Portsmouth. I'd like to, first of all, start with the Deputy Leader of the Council, and the person that I'm going to appoint as Deputy Leader for the forthcoming municipal year will be no surprise to anyone in this chamber, Councillor Luke Stubbs. He has been an outstanding Deputy Leader for me. We are opposites in every way. When I'm having a slightly emotional day and I'm all up in the air, I come in and Luke looks at me and shakes his head, and as if to say, Donna, calm down. We have a cup of tea and the world we put to rights. But he's been an outstanding leader. He puts in a phenomenal amount of hours. If I work 200 hours in a week, he works 210. His commitment to this city is unstinting, and I'd like to place on record my thanks to him. In terms of the Cabinet, it gives me pleasure to inform members of the public and you, Lord Mayor, that the Cabinet Member for Culture and Leisure will be Councillor Linda Symes. The Cabinet Member for Adult Social Care and Public Health will be Councillor Luke Stubbs. The Cabinet Member for Traffic and Transportation will be Councillor Jim Fleming. The Cabinet Member for Environment and Community Safety will be Councillor Rob New. The Cabinet Member for Education will be Councillor Neil Young. The Cabinet Member for Adult Social Care will be Councillor Ryan Brent. The Cabinet Member for Resources will be Councillor Lee Mason. And the Cabinet Member for Housing will be Councillor Steve Weems. I will be incorporating the PRED portfolio into the Leader portfolio and taking on that position myself. In addition, under item 9, it is a statutory responsibility that I need to appoint councillors onto the Health and Wellbeing Board. And the group leaders met last Friday morning to go through the appointments to committees and chairmanships. And I'm pleased to confirm that the councillors sitting on the Health and Wellbeing Board, which do have to have statutory responsibility within the council as well, will be myself as leader of the City Council, Councillor Luke Stubbs, Councillor John Ferret, leader of the Labour Group, Councillor Gerald Vernon-Jackson, leader of the Opposition, Councillor Jenny Brent, and Councillor Colin Galloway will also be a standing deputy in his capacity as UKIP Group leader. In terms of item 9, that's the formal bit over, but I would also like to place on record my very sincere welcome to Councillor Jim Fleming, re-elected for Cosham, to echo your warm congratulations and welcome earlier. Councillor Leo Madden, re-elected back to Nelson Ward. Congratulations to Councillor Steve Pitt, newly elected to Central Southsea Ward, to Councillor Tom Wood, newly elected to St Thomas Ward, and to Councillor Stephen Morgan, newly elected to Charles Dickens Ward. Thank you.
Councillor Vernon-Jackson, please.
Thank you, my Lord Mayor. I'm sure all the groups have put their nominations in for Shadow Spokesman, but I'd just like to record my best wishes to all members of the Cabinet for success in the year and hope we'll be able to work together well and fruitfully for the future. Thank you, my Lord Mayor.
Do any other Cabinet members wish to say anything else? Or no, you're fine. That item is duly noted. Item 10 to 15, in accordance with the normal practice, I propose to take agenda items 10 to 15 together, namely proportionate representations on committees and panels and appointment of members and standing deputies, chairs and vice chairs and other appointments. Is it agreed to take these items together, members? All agreed? Thank you very much. The Leader of the Council has put forward recommendations re committee seats allocations in accordance with the political proportionality rules, I've got that right, and refer to agenda item 10 together with the names of her group members proposed to fill in the positions. All is shown on the papers circulated in the chamber today. The schedule circulated also contains the names of those members from other groups filling the request remaining seats on the respective bodies. Can I ask the leader to propose, followed by her seconder, in order to adopt the overall political balance and allocation of the seat schedule circulated, and if that is approved, to agree the membership of the committee and panels, including standing deputies, chairs and vice chairs in committees and panels, and other appointments detailed at agenda items 14 to 15, also circulated at the meeting based thereon. Can I remind members details of any amendments need to be disclosed before commencement of the debate on the motion? Are there any amendments? Councillor Jones, would you?
Which are circulated on the green papers before everyone today.
Councillor Stubbs, did you want to second that?
I'm happy to second, Lord Mayor.
Thank you. Councillor Vernon-Jackson, please.
Lord Mayor, I'm very happy with all of this. Just a question that I think might be of benefit to all groups. A question, are we allowed subs on the Langston Harbour Board? Because I know some people sometimes have a difficulty getting. And if so, could I add a sub on the Lib Dem side of Ben Dowling? And I'm sure that Conservatives would potentially want to add one at a later date. It's just if you don't have enough people, the meeting can't happen.
Are you happy with that, Leader?
Yes, happy to accept that proposed amendment. Does it need to be written down, or are we happy just to substitute? Yes, okay. Happy to accept that, and we won't be adding any amendment from our side at this stage. Thank you.
Right, I've got to go to a vote here. So, all members in favour, would you please show? Thank you. Thank you very much. Any against? No, just to make sure. I need a new pair of glasses here, actually. But anyway, okay, that's carried. Urgent important business from members of the Cabinet in accordance with Standing Order 26. I understand from Stuart that there isn't any. Is that okay? Yeah. Dates of the City Council meeting. Members, can I please request approval of the list of dates and times for council meetings for the next municipal year, and in principle agreement to the dates of the council meeting for 2017 to 18 a signed proposal with a seconder has been circulated with a green sheet. Is that agreed? Leader, do you want to just say?
No, I just have to formally propose, I think, and then it needs to be seconded. So I'm happy to propose the meeting dates in item 17.
Councillor Stubbs. Thank you very much. Councillor Vernon Jackson, please.
Chairman, Lord Mayor, my apologies. I understand there's a proposal to change the date of our next council meeting. This is a date that's been in the diary for 2 years. Could I ask what consultation there has been with councillors about changing that date before we came to this meeting?
Okay, Michael Stewart.
Lord Mayor, if I can assist. No, there isn't a June meeting, it's in July. If I can assist, the dates that Councillor Vernon Jackson alluded to were the dates that the Council provisionally set. No consultation has taken place because obviously it's a matter now for Council to debate and vote if they see fit on it. It's not like it's not a between meeting type decision. It's a decision of the Council today to decide as they so fit.
Councillor Vernon Jackson.
Lord Mayor, it would just be terribly helpful if we're doing changes like this, if people could know. These dates have been in the diary for 2 years and people have made decisions based on that. We've just seen it on the table here in front of us today, and that's going to cause inconvenience to people. So can I plead in the future, Lord Mayor, that there are consultation with all members about things like this so that everybody has the ability to say if it's going to be inconvenient?
Yeah, okay. Councillor Jones.
Today is the day that we're setting those dates. So, you know, whilst they're indicative over the last 12 months, this is the day that we set them. Things change, parliamentary business that we have to go and assist with calls. And, you know, my time as leader is often means I need to be up in London. Sorry about that.
Vernon Jones. No?
I'm sure there is a good reason, but absolutely, but there is the ability of people to do emails and phone people just so we can sort these things out quietly and calmly.
Okay, then. Sorry, Leader.
In the interest of the visitors that are here, I'm not going to come back again for another comment. We've got the meeting dates. I think we should just vote on them now.
Okay, then, members. So you've heard the proposition. Can I ask all members, please, to formally vote for that? All those in favour? Thank you very much. Any against, please, members? Any abstention? Okay, then. Thank you very much. Dates have been approved. Thank you. Thank you, members. That concludes today's meeting. Don't forget, if you have not had your swipe card photo taken yet, please do so as you leave the chamber. And my best wishes to you all. Thank you very much.